Hello and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I'm Nurse Alyssa, and today we're going to be discussing whether or not we need to pack a wound. But first, if you could hit that subscribe button, it would be greatly appreciated as it does help my channel reach more people. So let's get started. So wound packing, it's really an art, okay? So we'll go over that. But the purpose of wound packing, first off, is to loosely fill dead space, to facilitate removal of exudate and debris, and encourage growth of granulation tissue from the base of the wound upwards, okay, to prevent premature closing and the formation of an abscess. Because if we let the top of a wound heal and there is still open space underneath, it will just fill up with fluid, form an abscess, and reopen. So it'll just be this reoccurrent issue. And that's what we're trying to prevent. Growth from the base of the wound upwards. Now, anytime you have a wound over a centimeter deep, you should be filling the dead space and packing the wound, okay? And the type of packing, it's going to depend on the goals of wound care and care management goals. So I'm not really going to get into the different types of packing. I'll use that for a different video. But today, I'm just really going over whether we should be packing the wound or not. And if you have a wound over that 1 centimeter depth, it does need to be filled. The dead space needs to be filled. How wounds work is they need to be touching something to grow, okay? So we want that wound base to grow upwards towards normal skin. We need to be filling it so it's grabbing onto something and going upward, okay? That will prevent the abscess formation. Also, just on a side note here, you should only ever use one piece of packing if at all possible. If you have a ginormous wound that you need to use multiple pieces for, just make sure that you're leaving either multiple tails out or you're tying them together, and try to keep that tie mark in kind of the middle where there's packing around it so it doesn't cause excess pressure, okay? Always make sure that you're documenting how many pieces of packing are going in there. If you're tying them together, make sure that you're noting that. So indications for wound packing, like I said, anything with a depth greater than 1 centimeter, it does need to be packed, okay? So you're doing this in conjunction with wound cleansing procedures for the wound cavity, or wounds with sinus tunnels or undermining with known endpoints, okay? If you have a wound and you have your cotton tip applicator, okay? Okay, so you have this cotton tip applicator. It's 15 centimeters, 6 inches long. If your cotton tip applicator, when you go into the wound, if you do not reach a wound base, okay? If you do not reach a wound base, you should not be packing the wound. Inform the doctor, nurse practitioner, wound clinician, whoever ordered the wound to be packed, whoever is taking care of that wound. If you cannot reach a wound base, do not pack it, and it needs to be further investigated. Leave that to the doctor or wound care professional, okay? What could happen is when somebody's moving around, if you can't touch the wound base, for one, I've seen it where the packing kind of gets sucked into the wound. I've also seen it where if you can't reach to the bottom, so you're pushing the packing all the way down as far as you can go, it all of a sudden forms an abscess underneath that because you're not getting all the way to the wound base. There should only be 1 millimeter or 2 of open space for that wound to grow upwards towards the packing. So you go all the way into the wound base and just pull back just a little millimeter, okay? If you're not getting down in there, it'll form an abscess where you can't see, okay? If you can't see the wound base or if you can't probe it, do not pack it, okay? So that kind of goes for precautions and contraindications of packing a wound. Just no, do not pack it if you can't feel the wound base. Okay, so I did add in a little slide here of packing material. So you should be feeling the dead space where it's conformable to the base and the sides, okay? You want to fluff the packing into the wound. Fluff, never stuff, okay? It should just be fluffy where it's touching everything, okay? So the wound has something to grab onto and grow up and out. Okay, you can use gauze. This can either be dry or more moistened with normal saline, ointment, hydrogel, impregnated ribbon, and hydrofibers. We also have to be very cautious that we're not overpacking or underpacking a wound. Like I said, we want to fluff it into the wound, not stuff it. So you want to fluff it in a way where it's touching all aspects and it's fluffy, but it's not causing pressure. So if we overpack a wound, this can cause pain, impair blood flow, and potentially cause further damage. If there's too much pressure there, it will cause further damage. Okay. Now, underpacking a wound, this does not provide enough material to touch the base, the sides of the cavity. Okay. This can lead to rolled edges and abscess formation. So once again, we want to be filling the dead space, not overfilling it, not underfilling it. So leaving a tail. So you should always be leaving a tail or tails. Now, if you have multiple pieces of packing and you're not tying them together for whatever reason, make sure that you leave tails. Okay. And I would suggest securing them with steri strips if you have more than one tail. And then make sure that you're documenting that very clearly, that there is multiple pieces in there, because if you're leaving any pieces of packing in that wound, it can become infected. Okay, so that's no good. You want to make sure that you're removing all the packing on the dressing changes. Okay, if you think for any reason that there is packing still left in that room, you need to be getting a hold of the primary care physician right away to make sure that they can do scans, to make sure all that packing's out, because it will lead to infection and impair wound healing. Okay. All right. So we now know if a wound is over 1 centimeter deep, we should be packing it. Okay. Make sure you're packing in any tunnels, undermining anything that you find in there. It all needs to be packed. Fluff, do not stuff. Okay. And if a wound is over that 15 centimeters or 6 inches where you can't feel a wound base, do not pack it, and talk to the primary care physician right away just to let them know what's going on and seek further guidance through them. But that's all I have for this video, guys. I hope you did find it helpful, and I hope to catch you in my next one. Bye for now.